What's up gamers, welcome to another video. So in this video I'll be going over how to change the thermal paste on your PC. So right here I have a PowerSpec PC that I got from Micro Center, and I've had it for a couple years now, so I thought it was about time I changed the thermal paste on it. A lot of companies will use cheaper thermal paste when they make the computer in the factory, so it's always a good idea to change it eventually. So let's get into the video. Alright, first things first, you want to just take out all the screws on the back of the PC and make sure you take it apart properly. Also be sure to save the screws in like a little can or something so you do not misplace them. This PC just slips off like that after you take off those two screws, and then you can get to the inside. So down here I have a cooler master that is sitting on top of my CPU. That's what we want to get to. So I'll just kind of lightly push the cables out of the way, kind of identify where the screws are. So I have 4 on this, and you want to be sure to take them off and be careful. Try to not touch the head of the screwdriver on any of the components of the computer, and just make sure you're taking out the screws. Always be sure to discharge any static electricity that could be on you before touching the PC. So once you get all the screws off, you want to carefully remove your cooler from the CPU. So this cooler master was a little bit difficult. It had a little cable back there that was providing it power that I had to take off. So you want to just be sure that you get those off properly and you don't pull any cables out or pull it too hard when you're removing it. So once we remove it, you can see that there's the old dried thermal paste. And in order to get this off, I'll just use some simple alcohol wipes to just carefully wipe it off. So to clean it, I just simply apply some pressure and try to wipe off as much of the old thermal paste as possible. And it should look very shiny like this. Now for the CPU, I'm actually going to use this Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol. So I use that Q-tip to get some of the harder to reach pieces of thermal paste, just making sure it's just all in that square area on the CPU. And once you do that, you can wipe it down with the alcohol swab and remove all that old thermal paste. For this demonstration, I'll be using the Arctic MX6 thermal paste. And inside the box, it actually had some alcohol wipes that I used to clean these. And you might also want to get some Q-tips to get some of the harder to get pieces of thermal paste off of that. Now we are ready to apply the thermal paste. So I'm going to use about the size of my pinky fingernail amount, if that makes sense, kind of like a dime size, just a little bit. I'm adding quite a bit in this demonstration. Might be a little bit more than you'll need, but I just want to make sure that everything is completely covered with the thermal paste and that we have a good seal right there. Alright, now I'm going to put the cooler master back on. So first I'm going to screw it in and then reattach the power supply. So you want to make sure you go straight down and apply even pressure. And then you can reattach the cables and screw it in, and we should be good to go. Alright, there you go, and that's how you change the thermal paste on your PC. It's a pretty simple and easy process. Hope that this video helps, and I'll see y'all in the next video.